Back to the channel. Today I'll be continuing What If Naruto Had Steven Universe's gem. Open this part with Naruto like immediately palming Neji. And after, he palms Neji in the match, they go to see if Neji's alright. And Neji is clearly not okay. He's pretty badly damaged, right? But as like along with people going to check Neji, they gotta send people to check Naruto, because even though Naruto seemed like he didn't take a lot of damage, he did get hit with one of the Hyuga's most deadliest abilities. So, they're a little shook. So as they're like walking or trying to like run over to Naruto to see if he's alright, he kind of just falls, like wholeheartedly. He spits up a little blood and just falls to the floor, right? And they pick him up and they take him away. But right after they pick him up and take him away, they announce the next fight, and lo and behold, it's Sasuke and Gaara. But during that fight, when Gaara spazzes, instead of like running away, he basically just encases the whole fucking arena in sand. New plans. So instead of like everybody, just getting knocked out, no, everybody actively has to flee the fucking place before they get drowned in sand. So as everybody's leaving, eventually somebody manages to wake up Naruto and they tell him what's going on. And they try to get him as far away from the situation as possible. Because, of course, he is Nine Tails. The last thing they need is two-tailed beasts acting a fool in one location. Right? So clearly now with everybody kind of in a frantic and other people now hearing that Naruto is actually the Nine Tails, or certain people, because keep in mind everybody's kind of just running in every other direction trying to get the fuck away from Gaara. And Naruto, out of all of this, he notices, like, he's like, wait, where is Sasuke? And Jiraiya and Hiruzen tell him, like, they got Anbu members trying to get him out of like Gaara sand as we speak. And as they tell him this, Naruto's like, wait, so y'all left him back there with the one tails? Right? And thinking about it, oh, thinking about it, it kind of, did hit like um Jiraiya was a little off, doing that, but he had to listen to orders, and as of right now, his immediate concern was Naruto. So he tells him, like, they're gonna go back for him. And Naruto, he instantly, like, he gets out of because at this point they're no longer inside the arena. They're like outside. But Naruto was passed out, so he was like over like Jiraiya shoulder. Why was that so hard to say? Anyway, yeah, so like he pushes off Jiraiya, and Jiraiya like asks him where he going, and Naruto basically runs right back into the building. But as he gets into the building, he notices that not Neji, Gaara is literally filling the whole damn thing with sand. So he activates his little ball, and as he's moving through the sand, he gets like where Gaara and Sasuke are supposed to be like at, without his ball like immediately breaking. But like as he gets to that location and he sees both of them, he sees Sasuke basically in like this little sphere of sand, basically getting crushed, and Gaara sitting there maniacally looking at him with half of Shikaku's face. Right? Right. So Naruto, he makes his presence known, and he tell Gaara like he don't gotta do this. And this immediately infuriates Gaara, because as we all know, Gaara was pissed at the fact that Naruto has apparently an ultimate defense. And the fact that he's using it to talk to him now just makes him even more mad. So the minute Gaara notices him, he throws like as much sand as he possibly can at Naruto. And like as he's doing that, Naruto notices that his bubble begin to break. So like as his bubble starts cracking and the sand like starts coming into the bubble, Gaara start mocking him, and Naruto immediately like noticing like the only other shot he got of escaping this, like as of right now, since there's already sand inside the bubble, is to break the bubble and try to float out when the sand, loses the immediate circle shape that it has. So that's what he do. He breaks the bubble and tries to like fly out. But as he's flying out or floating out, you could say, um, he gets grabbed by Gaara and thrown into the floor. Now, Naruto's sturdy, but this shit, including the fact that he just got several of his chakra points cut off, did way more damage than it was supposed to. So when Naruto hits the ground, he hits it like on his side. So luckily there was no damage to his gem, but we're getting there. So right after he like smacks Naruto up against the floor, Naruto, he turn like he reactivates his bubble to cut the sand off that was immediately holding on to his leg. And he deactivates it to try to get up to Gaara to punch him or do something. So as he goes up to punch him, like Gaara, like he gets his grin gets bigger, and he grabs Naruto with more sand, like holding all four of his limbs, so now Naruto can't really move. And right before he can activate his bubble, he hits him like real hard in his stomach with some sand. So right after that, Naruto, like after his gem, like after he gets hit, he flies back, he gets up. But my bad. Sasuke notices that Naruto's eye isn't necessarily there. Because if a gem gets cracked, they kind of start losing parts of their body. And since Naruto's partially human and his gem got cracked, it's not necessarily so detrimental. He's just like his pupil. So like he still has the blue part to his eye, but his actual pupil is gone. He's lost some pigmentation on other parts of his body. Other stuff like that. Like not stuff that immediately changes his immediate appearance, but stuff to make it for you to notice. Like that's not normal, right? So Sasuke immediately like he tries to get out even further, like even harder now, because he don't want Naruto to basically fucking kill himself trying to help him, right? So as he's trying to get out, Naruto basically like appears in front of him, right? And like this shocks Gaara because Gaara didn't think Naruto could move that fast. And he doesn't look good at all. Like he looks like he's sick. Like he's been sick for years. Right? So like as all of this is going down, Gaara tries to hit like Naruto with some more sand. But at this point in time, Naruto's eyes go from blue to pink. And like all the sand that was immediately rushing at Naruto gets blocked. But not only does it gets blocked, but like it's not even phasing the pieces of bubble that Naruto was using to block him, because now Naruto isn't even forming real bubbles. He's just stopping it wherever he possibly can, right? And the only reason why he's not, falling apart is because he's half human and his gem is still being held inside of his body. Because if you remember, Neji pushed his shit in earlier. And anyway, so, he like right after doing that, he grabs Sasuke literally by the head and pulls him out of the sand. And he, after pulling Sasuke out the sand, he tosses him. Like, cause this version of Naruto is basically autopilot. Like he's been damaged enough to the point where he himself is not necessary. Like he's thinking of only himself. Like he knows he has to save people, but he's only thinking of the safety of his gem. And the biggest problem that he had was trying to fight Gaara while simultaneously keeping an eye on if Gaara was getting ready to squish Sasuke, which wasn't an immediate concern, but now seeing it that it could have been, he just freed Sasuke because that's what he came there to do anyway, right? So at this point in time, the other Anbu members that were sent in there to find Sasuke, they end up, grabbing him and trying to leave. But they note like Naruto is not, that's not something that should be going on, right? So as they leave, they go and they tell Jiraiya, and Jiraiya was like, wait, Gaara did what? And like as he's saying this, it's like this big old plume of sand. And like they look toward the entrance, and as they're looking at the entrance, they see Naruto with Gaara like linked over him, like walking out of the thing. But you can clearly see the difference between Naruto and Gaara's conditions. Because Gaara, I was gonna say Garuto. Gaara looks like he went through a decent fight. And Naruto looks like he just went through hell and back. Right? So like he basically drops Gaara like directly onto the floor. And he didn't have a full blown talk with Gaara, but like after Naruto basically defeated like basically defeated him, he had this little look of sympathy on his face. And the fact that Gaara didn't really get too many of those looks, kind of like there were no words that needed to be said, right? So, Gaara gets tossed to the ground, and then Naruto falls over. And then when Naruto falls over, a piece, like his gem, falls out. And, you know, fucking Jiraiya instantly kicks into dad mode, runs over there, picks up Naruto, picks up the piece, and starts heading to the hospital. But as he's trying to get to the hospital, Hiruzen stops him and tells him like, well, you can't take him to a hospital because we don't know what any of that is. And so Hiruzen just tells him like, take him to, we ain't got no other option. Take him to Orochimaru, right? And this kind of pisses Jiraiya off because Orochimaru literally just tried to steal Sasuke. So what the hell make you think he not finna go and try to take Naruto, and Naruto just single-handedly stopped the One Tails, right? So, like, with that question in the air, Hiruzen's like, yeah, but we really don't have no other option. So as like Jiraiya's kind of like thinking about it, Naruto kind of partially wakes up because you got to remember he's a diamond. He's built sturdier than most. He partially wakes up and tells him that it'll be all right. He'll be fine. And Jiraiya tries to reason with him and was like, how? How is this fine? Right? And Naruto just grabs the piece of his gem that Jiraiya had in his hand as Jiraiya's kind of like literally, because what Naruto looks like he's on his fucking deathbed, right? That's basically what this is, right? So Naruto grabs the piece from Jiraiya and is like, I need that. As like he coughing, like with a little smile on his face, like he needs that. And this does nothing but like makes Jiraiya even more like angry at the fact. So in like the back of his mind, he's like vowing vengeance upon Orochimaru. Like, given he didn't necessarily like he didn't agree with what Orochimaru was doing, but the fact that he went to such great lengths to put children at risk didn't make any sense over some eyes that you may or may not even be able to properly use, right? So, this kind of sends Jiraiya down this path of vengeance toward Orochimaru, which will tie in later. Anyway, so after he grabs the piece from Jiraiya, he puts it back onto his gem, and right after like he puts it back on, Naruto's like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Go to sleep. Right? And as he goes and he closes his eyes, his gem starts to glow. And of course, since nobody else can heal his gem and he doesn't know how to immediately heal his gem, and I don't know if that was like I know Pink Diamond can do it with her tears, or she could do it with her tears, but in this general sense, there'd be nobody, or Naruto is not immediately thinking about crying on his body. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to come in later, but I'm telling you right now for the time being that he does not have that ability, or he does not know that he has that ability. What's happening now is that he's just getting some sleep and this gem is healing itself because it has all of its fucking pieces. All right. Anyway, so he goes to sleep, and like literally a few minutes after he goes to sleep, because Jiraiya and Hiruzen and whoever, like every other medical shinobi that they can possibly find that can hold a secret, they have in the room, right? So as Naruto falls asleep, they begin to run all their tests that they possibly can to see if Naruto's actually gonna just fucking die, right? So as they're running their test, Naruto's stomach begin to glow, and that clearly drags everybody's attention. So they like pull up his shirt, and they see like his gem is starting to fix. And as his gem is like sealing itself back up, like Naruto's pupil, like the dot, like dude look at his pupil, and his pupil is starting to return to his eye. The pigments that he was losing like on his skin and hair is coming back. Like it's no longer just white. It's like, you know, actually got the color that it's supposed to have. Like he has actual pigmentation in his body now, right? And like literally a few more, like a day or two after that, Naruto wakes up. But he wakes up like he just, you know, went to sleep, like nothing happened 2 days ago, right? So when he leaves, everybody is kind of literally like, you know, they're shooken up because when everybody saw Naruto leave, Naruto looked like he was for the fucking die, and now he's back, and he looks like he just came back from uh I don't know, anywhere you can go and get a Shinobi polished. I don't even know if that's a place. Anyway, so yeah, he goes and he tries to find Sasuke, but right like immediately after Jiraiya gets the confirmation saying like, you know, he's good to go, Jiraiya pulls him and Jiraiya pulls Naruto off to the side, and he tells him that they're gonna go train for a very long time. And like Naruto, he's instantly like taken aback. Like I was just trying to go find my friends, and now I'm being forced to train. And this like instantly, you know, catches him off guard. So, you know, he act like he's trying to find some reason with Jiraiya, as Jiraiya is basically dragging him through the Leaf Village toward the gate. And Jiraiya's like, ain't no reason to try to argue with me. I already cleared it with Hiruzen. You're coming with me whether you want to or not, right? And Naruto, you know, he asks him like, why? Why do I gotta come with you? And Naruto, like Jiraiya turns around and he's like, cuz by the time we done with your training, me, you, and a few select other people are going to find Orochimaru and bring him to justice, one way or the other. And this is where I'm going to end this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace.